We sing gentle lullabies to soothe our children to sleep, but these sweet melodies hide dark, terrifying histories of state survival. Beneath the innocence lies the grim reality of biological and economic horror. Take the cheerful childhood rhyme, Ring Around the Rosie. It actually tracks the agonizing Great Plague of London in 1665. The rosy rash on the skin was a literal death sentence. Sweet posies were stuffed into pockets to mask the stench of decay. Sudden sneezing fits signaled that the end was near. Then came the ashes of massive burning plague pits, until finally, they all fell down into the cold earth. But after the plague took the body, the state took everything else. We transition from biological misery to crushing medieval financial ruin. Consider the simple, beloved tune of Ba Ba Black Sheep. This was a bitter protest against crippling royal taxation. In 1275, King Edward I imposed a brutal wool tax. One bag of wool went directly to the greedy king. The second bag was seized by the powerful, wealthy church. The final bag was all that remained for the starving farmer. Left destitute, families struggled to survive the bitter winters. The crown starved and sickened its citizens to secure its power. Next, we witness how monarchs used spectacular violence to enforce their rule. When financial ruin failed to secure compliance, monarchs turned to spectacular public violence. The state used terror to enforce absolute obedience. Even a simple garden rhyme hides a graveyard. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? This is actually about Mary Tudor, a ruthless Catholic queen. Her contrary nature refers to her determination to reverse the English Reformation. Her garden was a field of burning wooden stakes. The famous silver bells were thumbscrews designed to crush bone. Cockle shells were painful instruments of torture clamped on her victims. She burned 283 Protestants alive for heresy. The pretty maids all in a row were the victims waiting for execution. Centuries later, state-sanctioned violence evolved across the English Channel. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. In 1793, that hill was a blood-soaked French scaffold. Jack was King Louis XVI, who lost his crown to the guillotine. The heavy blade dropped, severing his head in a single strike. Jill was Queen Marie Antoinette, who quickly tumbled to the same fate. The crowd roared as royal blood spilled onto the cobblestones. These cute verses helped children normalize the terror of state executions. From the severed heads of kings and queens, the scale of destruction grew. Now, we witness the physical warfare that brought down entire medieval kingdoms. From the severed heads of royalty, we turn to a scale of violence that shattered empires. Individual executions gave way to massive structural warfare. We plunge into the freezing, turbulent waters of the River Thames. The year is 1014 AD. King Olaf II leads a brutal, coordinated Viking raid against London. His longships swarm the river, their dragon heads cutting through the dark mist. They target the massive wooden structure of London Bridge itself. Vikings lash their heavy ships to the thick wooden pilings below. With sails caught in the wind and oars churning, they pull. The wood groans and splinters under the immense mechanical tension. Screaming soldiers fall as the entire bridge collapses into the icy depths. This catastrophic military strike became a cheerful nursery rhyme. London Bridge is falling down is not a whimsical children's game. It is a stark record of medieval devastation and terror. These songs are not nonsense. They are our oldest archives. They preserved historical trauma when books were rare and history was oral. A biological blueprint of plague, taxation, and state-sponsored violence. We return to the quiet safety of a modern bedroom. The soft glow of the baby monitor hums in the dark. Tonight's sweet bedtime lullaby is actually a 500-year-old lesson in human survival.